guys, Dana Johnson here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be all about why I had my gallbladder removed, the hypotheses behind that with my doctor and the surgeon, and then also talk about what I'm doing now that I've been gallbladderless for like 6 years. I now am starting to figure out like, oh, I need to do stuff probably for the rest of my life. So let's move forward. So back in 2011, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease and co-infections, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and Bartonella. So I did heavy duty antibiotics for 2 years after that, like solid 2 years of antibiotics. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. And while they helped me a ton, I started having a lot of gallbladder pain. If you don't know where your gallbladder is, it's behind your right rib cage. So if you have any right higher up pain, it could be your gallbladder causing some issues. And gallbladders are so important, and you can live without one, but recent studies and doctors are finding out that you don't want to get rid of your gallbladder if you don't have to. So I started having a lot of gallbladder pain, and my doctor put me on something called ursidile, which is a bile salt used to kind of push out the gunk in your gallbladder. That some people can get gallstones. I didn't have any gallstones, but I did have some sludge that was building up in there and causing a lot of pain. So after 2 years of antibiotics can't penetrate the gallbladder very well. Hence the reason why if someone has an infection, they'll try other things, but most of the time the gallbladder just comes out. They just take it out. They don't even mess around with it. So my doctor's hypothesis is if you have Lyme or co-infections or any type of infection we don't even know about yet, it's a smart idea if you're a bacteria to go and hide out in the place where antibiotics can't reach very well, right? So that was her hypothesis. She also had read a couple things about how if you don't have your gallbladder, you don't relapse as much with Lyme. I don't know where she got this, but she's just heavy in that stuff. She's always constantly reading up on the newest research on Lyme and co-infections. So she, after a year of treating me with ursidile, it helped some, but it wasn't helping fully. I was still having so much pain. And it wasn't even after I ate anything fattening. It was just constant chronic pain in my gallbladder. So I met with a surgeon, and the surgeon did a couple tests on me to see my gallbladder was still working somewhat well. It wasn't malfunctioning. It just was painful. So he was like, well, I think that you're a good candidate to take it out, and let's just take it out because if it's causing that much pain, it's probably infected, and I can't really check and see if it's infected unless I get in there. So make a long story short, he took it out and he said that it was so enlarged, so infected, so full of pus, so full of just nasty. He said it was opaque. It should be like a blue color. And he said he was so thrilled that he got it out. And I thought everything would be fine as long as I just check my diet, don't eat as much fat. And he even said like you'll still make enough bile to, don't go overboard. Don't eat McDonald's 3 times a day. Don't go crazy. You just eat what you can, and just be cognizant of what you're eating and what you're putting in your mouth. Be healthy. And so I've always kind of been healthier on the healthier side. I'm a human. I like to cheat every once in a while, and that wasn't really my problem. What I started noticing was more indigestion and harder times in the mornings. Like it seemed to be like at night I wasn't making enough bile. Stimulus, right? So if you're eating something fattening, tells your body to make bile, and then that way you can break down and emulsify that fat. Well, your gallbladder is a storage house for all the bile that your body makes, and it makes different types of bile salts to help emulsify different types of fat. So when you get that removed, you no longer have that different pool of bile salts to grab anymore. You have to make it on the spot or have some circulating through your body, right? So I was having troubles with that, especially in the mornings. Like I wasn't making enough, so I'd have to run to the bathroom if I had any fat. It didn't matter what type of fat, didn't matter how much, just any type of fat. I'd be like, oh, I can't handle that. And then during the day, I'd get better and I could handle it more. Well, I read up on it more, and it's an amazing organ. It helps you emulsify fat, obviously, but you need fat. Your brain needs fat. Your body just needs fat, the healthy fat too. And if it doesn't break it down, it's not absorbing it, and you're not getting all the benefits of fat that you need. You need fat in your brain. That's why they say for depression, you take omega-3, right? You need that fat, but I can't seem to absorb it anymore, not very well, at least, because I removed an organ that was vital for that. On top of it, it helps really detoxify you. I don't know what I would have done back then differently, because I feel like I tried. You know, I was on antibiotics, nothing helped it. I don't know if what would have fixed it back then other than removing it, because I have no pain there anymore. It obviously took care of the problem for me. But now I have to be on a supplement for the rest of my life anytime I'm on any high fat, because I want to absorb, and so I need extra bile to help me absorb that fat and emulsify that fat so that I can get all of my fat soluble vitamins too. So, okay, so the first thing, and I'm gonna talk to you about it. First thing I take with every fatty meal, I even take it when I'm taking my vitamins, my fat soluble vitamins. I even take it when I'm just taking those, because it's still fat and I need to absorb it. So I need to take something to help me with it. So the first thing I take is Oxbile. This is by Nutricology, and I will put the link in the description below. I only take the 125 milligrams because the 500 milligrams I've seen a lot of people get really sick off of, and I'm just not about that. You know, I don't want to be puking. So Oxbile has been it's such a huge difference on my digestion of food. So I take this before every meal, like 30 minutes before every meal, and it has made a massive difference in my digestion. I don't go to the bathroom anymore in the mornings. Like if I have a fatty coffee, I take one of these and it's fine. I don't have to, I don't have to run to the bathroom. Super TMI on this channel. But anyways, the next thing I take, and this is kind of expensive, and there's different forms, and you don't have to go with this form at all. I like this form because I trust the brand and I really liked the combinations, but it's the Bulletproof 80K. So these are your fat soluble vitamins. It doesn't have E in it, but that's okay. A, D, and K, when people don't have a gallbladder and they're not emulsifying fat and they're not absorbing fat well, usually have a deficiency in their very important fat soluble vitamins, so A, D, and K. So ever since I've been taking these, wow, my energy levels, I feel better, I'm sleeping better, it's just crazy. It's crazy what these have done for me, and I only have like a week left of them. So really happy with this. Again, I'll put this down in there. It has the two different types of K too that I know that is better absorbed than the other types of K. So that's why I decided with this brand. But like I said, there's other brands out there, and you just, if you feel like you need these, then definitely go for it. But anyways, I just wanted to hop on and explain that real quick. I got it out because I thought it would help me relapse less with Lyme, and it certainly did help, but I did not realize how much weight issue I have with it after. Like, I have a lot of weight issues now, and it's definitely harder my metabolism is definitely not the same anymore. I'm getting older, of course, but something drastically changed after I had my gallbladder removed. So anyways, if you've had the same experience and I want to talk about it, and let me know what you do, if there's any other supplement that you take that really help you. I've tried enzymes, and they make my stomach hurt really bad. So I just stick to these two, and I've been golden ever since I started them. All right, guys. Hey, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you want. It really helps my channel out more than you know. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.